Carmentary, what's up? We're back. My name's Neil, driving in my van, and today I'm going to talk about a new video that I was served on the old YouTuberoo, and I clicked on it and I watched it, and I'm like, holy shit, I got to tell everybody about this. So I'm going to stop here for a minute because I need to read some stuff to you, and I don't want to like read on my phone while I'm driving. I think that's a little overboard. Okay, so the video is called Your Ultimate Video Guide to Finding and Riding Niseko's Best Powder Runs. Hashtag Niseko. Hashtag Japow. You gotta throw in the Japow. Let me read that again, because I think this title is like a pretty fucking epic title. Your Ultimate Video Guide to Finding and Riding Niseko's Best Powder Runs. I mean, this is like someone either spent a lot of time like really figuring out the best possible title to get your CPMs, your what is it, your click-through rate, your CTRs, or they use ChatGPT and we're like, what is the best damn title for a video about Niseko? Because that's a pretty killer title, like, damn. And it's so in your face too, okay? It's like your ultimate video guide, right? It's like a video guide to finding and riding Niseko's best powder. I've said it 4 times now, okay? It's already got 8,800 views. It was published on December 27th of 2023. Got 260 likes. I'll read you the description. This video, the first of its kind, is your ultimate guide to Niseko's best powder runs, including the North Face, Back Bowl, East Face, and Higashiyone. In the chapters list below, you can click and go to the specific run that you want to know more about. There are many amazing powder runs inside Niseko's resort boundaries if you crave the best of the best Niseko has to offer. However, you have to go outside the boundaries. Okay, so here's the hook, right? There's good powder runs like inbounds, but if you want the best, you gotta go out of the boundaries. Fortunately, you can access them from the resorts. While exploring is fun, if you want to know their locations, how to get there, the best lines to ride, and how to get back to the resorts, this video is for you! Watching this video is going to equip you with an insider's insights accumulated over 20 years of riding in Niseko. Watch this video and use it to plan your epic, all caps, EPIC, epic powder day in Niseko. Damn, dude. Who is this? So, we got chapters: Intro, Niseko United, The Peak, G3, The Peak Hike, East Face and Higashiyone, Powder Speedway, Jackson and the Traverse to Hanazono, Back Bowl, Stairway to Heaven, Third Bowl, Riding to Goshiki Onsen, Going to Moiwa and returning to Annupuri, North Face, where you end up, and returning to Hanazono. Damn. If you want to see the runs on your Fat Map app, so in this video they're using this thing called Fat Map, which I'm such a loser, I didn't even know about it. Looks pretty cool actually. I'm gonna have to download it. You can click on nisekopowdersecrets.com and click on the run you want to see, and they got the map with the lines all like on the map, all this stuff. Daily avalanche and snow reports link, and then a couple more hashtags, Japow, Japow, Japow. So I can't really show you the thumbnail here because it's already disappeared, but basically, yeah, that's the video. There's the title. That's another good video that I just started watching from Anti-Audi. You might want to check that one out as well. Okay, let's drive and talk about this video because this is pretty damn incredible. Someone, unnamed person. So let me just preface this whole thing. So this video is on this channel called Niseko Powder Secrets. I guess it's a new channel. There's only 482 subscribers at this point. Someone who's been in Niseko for 20 years took the time to make it's a long video too. It's like, it's 30 minutes. 30-minute long video going into really extreme detail. Telling you what lifts to ride, what gate to go out of, what kind of a run it is, how the run out is, whether it's good for skiers or good for snowboarders. what kind of a traverse it is. There's clips of actual riding footage. It's pretty, not really super high quality GoPro footage, and it's kind of hard to tell if it's actually the person who's making the video or if it's just some random GoPro footage that they kind of sourced from friends or whatever. But there's in its typical like stormy gray, like from the GoPro footage, you can't really be like, oh, I know where they are. Like maybe in some shots, but I'm saying it's not like highly professionally filmed is what I'm saying. But there's footage in there. And then they use these fly-throughs on the map where you're going down the hill and you see the line, and it's very detailed. It's very detailed. Now the key point is that the person who made this is remaining completely anonymous. The voice narration on the video is an AI voice. An AI, artificial intelligence created voice that sounds like too good to be true. You know those like, hi, I'm your guide to Niseko's powder secrets. Like, you can tell. So, I was like, yeah, of course. Even like a year ago or something, you probably would not have been able to do this. You could have written the script, edited the video, and then hired someone to narrate it so that no one knew that it was you. But it would cost more because you'd probably have to hire someone to narrate it. So now, in this day and age, suddenly you can write down this script, put it in the computer, and immediately get this narration, professional sounding, good narration back, edit up the video, and put out something like this. And I was like, yeah, game changer. This is like on the forefront here. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I'm sure there are people, in fact, I know there are people who are not going to be happy to have a video like this out there. Surfers and snowboarders, and I don't know, maybe other sports too, but there's always going to be a hardcore local community, either at your beach, at a certain break, or, you know, in the ski town, and they're going to be rather protective of their secrets. Now, while we're on the topic of secrets, I don't think anything really in this video is actually very secret. I could go over it once more with a fine-tooth comb and really check, but basically it's like Niseko has gates. You go to the gate, you do a beacon check, maybe not even on all of them. You go out through the gate, and it's not like a secret. Everybody's doing it. There's lots of people riding these lines, and it's just that there's not like a booklet or a manual or a pamphlet or a catalog or something that you can just pick up and go, oh, here's how you get to this amazing powder spot, and here's how you get out. You know, there's no instruction manual until now. Now we have this video. So it's kind of been one of those things where people will either, you know, maybe you live there for a while, or you spend a few seasons there and you make friends, and then they take you out the back bowl gate and you go do the run, and you're like, oh, that was amazing, I think I got it memorized, and the next season you do it again, and then suddenly you're like, yeah, I can do this on my own, I can take my own friends. And it grows, like that's how the community grows, and more people started doing this. Or you can just like pay the money and get your local guide in Niseko from one of the 100,000 guide companies, and they will take you to a good spot and get you powder runs. They might even have a van waiting somewhere to pick you up if you go off the backside or something, and they'll drive you back, and you can get a nice little latte on the way home. So there are a variety of ways to approach the mountain, but what I'm saying is it's a ski resort. It's a ski resort with gates to the side country, and I guess you could call the back bowl backcountry. I still kind of consider that side country because you're accessing it from a lift or a gondola or a combination. So it's not really like we're giving away, super secrets, I would consider some remote backcountry thing, like you take Route 93 and you drive 5 miles, and then there's this little turn off to the left by the pine tree with the yellow sign, and that's where you can access this amazing run. Now that's a secret. That's a secret, and you kind of want to, keep that one to you and your friends, maybe, unless you want tons of tracks in it. So it's not really secrets, but it is kind of knowledge that, like it says in the description, it can take like several seasons or even 20 years to learn like all of this stuff, right? And to sort of put it in a package like that, a 30-minute video that pretty much describes everything in really good detail, and if you spent the time to watch it over and over again, you can beat it into your brain and be like, okay, I gotta take this lift, and we go to that gate, and then we're gonna go here, and then we kind of go left, and then we gotta drop down fall line, and then we'll be in that gully. Like really precision detail on some of these runs. I think it is a source of good information for people who are coming over and want to access this terrain with a little more confidence. Maybe you have side country, backcountry skills, and you just don't have the money to pay for some kind of guide service. Maybe you're just like, I just don't like dealing with these guide kind of people. I just want to do my own thing. I've got a good crew. We feel safe. Let's just study up on this. So there is definitely a group of people who will get a lot of value out of this video, and it's out there now. You might as well go and watch it. I'm not going to keep it a secret. But I know there are people who will not be too happy to see something like this out there, and obviously that is why this person created it anonymously. So I think that's the key point. I know there are people who get angry about this stuff because people get angry with me because I make a lot of videos like this. I've never made a video like this, and I never go around going, here's the secret powder spot. But I promote the resorts I go to. They're businesses, man. They're like, you just go buy a lift ticket and go do whatever you want. It's not like a secret. So I do that, and no one ever comes to me directly and says, hey man, stop what you're doing. But friends tell me that people tell them that they're not happy with the things I say and do. So I know there's vibes out there like that. But when it comes to ski resorts and gates and side country, I don't know, man. I think it's all pretty much fair game, So that's my stance on that. But I thought I would share that video because I think it is interesting, and the person who made it certainly took the time to put quite a bit of effort into it. It's well crafted and well written. There's a little bit of that kind of slight uncomfortable feeling with the AI narration just because it's an AI narration, but again, I get it. And there are a lot of little valuable points. For example, I'll leave you with this example. In the beginning there you have the section on the peak gate, the gate that accesses the hike to the peak of Annapurna Mountain. And the person who wrote it explains what lifts you need to ride from each resort to access the peak gate and how much time it takes for each of those patterns. So I don't remember the exact numbers, but like if you're at Hanazono, you need to take Hana 1, Hana 2, Hana 3, and then it takes about 40 minutes. And if you're coming from Hirafu, you have to take Center 4 or the gondola and then transfer to the pizza box lift, and it takes this amount of time. Like, those are kind of interesting and important details, actually, and the kind of stuff that, yeah, you need to do it from every resort once and kind of time it and figure out how long it does take to be able to even come up with that information. So yeah, cool, respect. What can I say? Someone put in the effort, someone put in the time, and now it's out on YouTube, and we will see how big this video gets. And it's kind of one of those evergreen kind of videos, I guess, and maybe, I don't know if there are videos like this for other ski resorts all around the world. I've never really searched for stuff like that, so maybe there already are, and this person's just copying something they saw. If not, I would expect this kind of a video to become a genre of its own. This sort of faceless ski resort tips and advice secret powder stash video for every mountain everywhere. I can see that definitely happening. And in probably like a year or two, you could probably just tell ChatGPT, write me a script for Breckenridge, Colorado, super secret POW stashes. And it would probably come up with something in like 20 seconds. So I think that's what the future holds. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you have a chance to go look at the video. Please also check out the other video that I showed you there called Kaite Kuru by Anti-Audi. Great film. I've only watched the beginning of it, but it looks really, really good. And Anti-Audi always does amazing work. He loves Japan, and he films some of the best stuff in the backcountry in central Hokkaido for sure. Okay, we got a little wet, heavy snow up here. I'm on my way to the mountain. I'm gonna take one run, and we shall see what it's like. In the meantime, drive safe.